Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome to the channel. My name is Harrison and today I am filming a Q&A. When I first got into YouTube, Q&As were my favourite video to watch. They still are my favourite video to watch just because I am nosy AF. So I'm so excited to be filming my first ever Q&A. I asked on Instagram for any questions and I was scared I wasn't going to get any, not gonna lie. But I did, so thank you for sending in your questions, and today I'm going to answer them. I have not looked at the questions at all. I prepared the questions ages ago, and I've not really looked at them, so the answers are going to be very just real. I've not planned any of these answers at all. I don't know if that's the thing, like I don't know if YouTubers actually plan their answers. Who knows? I've not. So. Question number 1 is, what would you do with your life if money was no issue? I think I would probably just travel. I think I would travel non-stop. I mean, when you say money's no issue, like, can I still buy loads of stuff? Like, is money not a thing, or is money just not a problem? Because if money was no issue and I had loads of it, then I would buy all of my friends and family a house and a nice car and make sure that they are all comfortable. I'd buy myself several houses around the world. I would set up bases everywhere. I would travel the world, probably do that. I hope that answers your question. Question number 2 is qualities you look for in a person, both as friends and as a date. If somebody can't make me laugh, we're not gonna get on. Like, I don't take life very seriously at all. I'd like to think I've got quite a good sense of humour, and I really appreciate somebody who has a good sense of humour. So for me, laughter is the number one thing in life. If you can laugh about something, then you're good. So somebody who can make me laugh, both as a friend and as a date, that is a given. Caring, again, both as friends and as dates. I want somebody that's caring, both for my friendship and for my love. Somebody who's rich. Joking. Yeah, funny and caring, I think, are the two main qualities in both friends and in a relationship. If you've got those two, then you're pretty good to go. And somebody who's like tolerant. If I'm being in a relationship with somebody, they need to tolerate me because I'm probably not the easiest person to be in a relationship with. All of my exes can probably agree, hence why they're exes, and I'm still single. Oh, this is a good one. Question number 3. What are you most nervous for and what are you most excited for in New Zealand? This is a good one. The idea of travelling by myself, there are certain things that I thought, oh, that's going to make me really nervous. I'm going to be really scared about that. But actually the things that I'm not nervous for are the things I thought I would be nervous for. Like, going by myself really doesn't bother me. Like, and I thought it would. I thought it would really bother me. I thought it would like turn me off from it, but it's not. So I would say the biggest thing I'm nervous for is having no money because since college I have had a full-time job. When I was at college, I worked 5 days a week. I did college 2 days a week. Then I finished college and I still worked full-time. I've worked full-time pretty much my entire working life. So to not have a job is very scary. As this video goes up, I think this goes up 2 days after I've finished my job. So when this video goes up, I am officially unemployed. I have got a few things lined up work-wise in New Zealand, which fills me with a little bit of hope, but still, having no money scares me a lot. So that makes me nervous. I would say safety, but I think New Zealand's quite a safe country, so I'm not that nervous about that, really. I'm quite sensible. I know when to, like, get myself out of the danger. Meeting people, like, meeting new people when you're an adult is really hard. So meeting people abroad, although they say it's really easy when you're traveling, like, I'm quite nervous for that. So they're the things I'm nervous for. The things I'm most excited for is complete freedom. Like, not being tied to a job is something I'm really excited for. Like, I can just travel around, I can see the world, and I can be completely free. Being somewhere where nobody knows me. Like, I'm gonna have a few friends and family, but other than that, it's like a clean slate and like a new start. So I'm very excited for that. Just seeing the world. I don't plan on just staying in New Zealand. I do plan on traveling around as well. So seeing the world is my number one thing on my lifetime bucket list. And the fact that I'm doing it so young, I'm excited. So yeah, they're the things I'm looking forward to. Aside from just like the whole thing. Ooh, favourite food. I love food. If you know me, you know I love food. I am all about food. That's another thing. One of the qualities I look for in a relationship is if you can love food. Like, I've had far too many exes. That's a lie, I've not had many exes at all. Some of my exes have not been as big of foodies as I have been, which is never a good combination, because I'll be like in a restaurant being like starter, main, dessert, and they'll be like, no, I'm just gonna have a side, and it's like, what? So I need somebody to love food as much as me. But my favourite food, I think anything Italian. Pizza, pasta, garlic bread. Oh, I love garlic. I could just eat garlic cloves. So yeah, anything Italian, anything Thai. Ugh, Thai food is like dumplings, yeah. And a Chinese takeaway. I love a Chinese takeaway. I think they're probably my favourite foods. Question number, whatever question we're on, I've completely lost track of where we are. So the next question is, what is your favourite travel destination? And this is so easy for me, this one. So far, my favourite place in the world has been South Africa. Cape Town, South Africa completely stole my heart. It completely was way more than I thought it was going to be, and then some. So my dad and I went for 3 weeks and 5 days in Cape Town, I think. Or did we do a week in Cape Town? I think we did a week in Cape Town, which was incredible. We stayed right by the V&A, I think is what it's called, which is right down on the waterfront. And literally outside our hotel window was Table Mountain. Then we did 3 days on the garden route to a place called Port Elizabeth, where we dropped off our hire car and we then got a car into a place 2 hours further on called Carriaga Game Reserve, not to be confused with Kruger. So the 3 days on the drive, we stopped at different places, a place called Neisner, a place called Tsitsikamma, and a place called, can't remember, which kills me because I loved it so much. But we drove for 3 days and then we went into the game reserve, and then we spent the rest of the time on our game reserve, and that was the best time of my life. We did 2 game drives a day, one for sunrise and one for sunset. We had the best tour guide. Her name was Bianca. She was incredible. We did everything. So they have like the big 5 there. So we did hippos, elephants, lions, giraffes, zebras. There is apparently a cheetah on the reserve, but we didn't see that. It was just incredible. It was absolutely the best time of my life. And my mission is to save up a certain amount of money so that I can go back to South Africa, and I will fly from New Zealand. My dad will fly from the UK, and we will meet there and do it all over again, but just spend a bit more time in the game reserve. It was amazing. The best time of my life. And if anybody is thinking about going to South Africa, please go. Everybody that I told when I was going to South Africa were really like nervous that I was going because they thought of this crime, but genuinely, they are the nicest people there. It is the best place in the world, and it completely stole my heart. So, Cape Town, South Africa, love it. The next question is, what did you want to be when you were younger? I had so many different ideas of what I wanted to be when I was younger. I wanted to be a chef, I wanted to be a pilot, I wanted to be a TV presenter. I would love to be a TV presenter, still would. But when I kind of got a bit older, to school, college years, the main thing that I focused on over career-wise was to be a journalist. More specifically, I wanted to be a foreign correspondent. So that was kind of what I wanted to do. Then I kind of grew up a little bit. Yeah, wanted to do like media journalism, magazine journalism. Writing has always been a passion of mine, hence why I started my blog. So I studied media and photography, and that's kind of what got me into my love of photography and my love of writing. Combine those, and then we have byharrison.com. That's how that baby was born. So that's what I wanted to do. I didn't pursue it because I was going to go traveling. I've explained this before, didn't, and then got a job in a bank. And yeah, so that's what I wanted to be. I've always wanted to travel though, so that's why I'm doing that now, and I still look for jobs every now and again in like digital marketing, things like that. So that's kind of where my passion lies, and if I give up traveling, then I would definitely do something along those lines. The next question is, if I could have one superpower, what would it be? I'd love to fly. I would like to fly. I think that would be quite ideal. I'd love to be invisible. Wouldn't you love to be invisible? If there's like a bitch you hate walking towards you, you could be like, bam, invisible, she can't see you. Or he, not gender specific. Or if you want to like get into somewhere for free, bam, go invisible, you're in for free. I would love to be invisible. I think that would be so cool. And move things with my mind. That would be cool. I'm sat here on the sofa, my TV remote's over there. Bam. TV remote's now here. I would love to move things with my mind. I think that would be better. That would be good. The next question is, what is my biggest pet peeve? I have loads. When people don't listen, that annoys me. When you can clearly tell when somebody's not listening to you, that really bugs me. Negative people really annoy me. I'd like to think I'm quite a positive person. So when people always just have that negative outlook on life, be a little bit positive. Shit drivers, oh my God. I have got such road rage. Like I say, I'm like a nice chilled, relaxed person, but I have such road rage for people who just can't drive. Honestly, it kills me. It really does. I can't stand a bad driver. They're all little things, there's nothing too crazy. The next one is, what is my biggest fear? This got deep. My biggest fear, I think probably loneliness. Loneliness is one of them. Being an old, lonely man really bothers me. If I don't have kids, who am I gonna have? So being lonely kind of bothers me a bit. And spiders and snakes. Other than the obvious, they just, no. What is my YouTube guilty pleasure? I guess this is to watch. I assume this is to watch. But my YouTube guilty pleasure is, not gonna lie, the beauty community. And more specifically, James Charles. I freaking love James Charles. I could watch all of his videos. He is just, not only is he sick at doing makeup, he's just so young and has got such a business mind. I love it. I just find him really interesting. So yeah, James Charles is a big guilty pleasure of mine. Who else? Jeffree Star. I'm obsessed. The Shane Dawson Jeffree Star series, I am obsessed. Shane Dawson and his boyfriend Ryland and Garrett, all of that lot I love. But yeah, I would say my guilty pleasure is probably James Charles. And then the last question is, what is your dream? My dream? My dream is probably, I'm living it right now, but not fully. So I think my dream is to be a full-time content creator, digital nomad, whatever, YouTuber, influencer, whatever you call it, to be able to do this full-time and to be able to rely on it. And I think to be location dependent, not have to go into a 9-to-5 job. So either to work for myself, work from home, something like that. But I think this, taking my blog and YouTube full-time so that I can travel the world, is probably my dream. So there we have it. That went quicker than I thought. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. I have. I hope you've kind of got to know me a little bit better, and I look forward to doing many more Q&As in the future. If you've liked today's video, then as always, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and my social medias will all be linked below so you can know where to find me. But I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I will see you next week for another one. That should have been a question. How do you end videos? Oh, I have no idea, because I can't end them ever.